Hello, this is Eric from labofcoding.com. In this video, we look at two built-in functions which are commonly used with loops. The first one is the range function and the second one is the enumerate function. The range function is used to produce a series of running numbers, that is integers, and it takes several arguments. So you can call it with one argument, range n, and you pass the argument n, and this one will produce a list of running integers starting from 0 to n minus 1. So say for example we are using it and we say for I in range 10, in this case, in this loop we'll produce the numbers from 0 to n minus 1, that is 9. So we can use it in the for loop and then we'll print each generated integer. So we can save that and we can run it in the Python interpreter using the Python interpreter with Python 3 main.py, with Python 3 main.py, which is the name of the file. And we find that we are producing those values 0 to 9. And then it takes a second argument, another argument, m. It can take m and n, where m is where to start from and n where to end, and it will end at n minus 1. So say for example you don't want it to start from 0, you want it to start from 2. So we can have 2 to 10, so that one will produce running integers from 2 to 9, that is n minus 1. So if we run this, find that we are producing the integers from 2 to 9. And then it takes another argument s, which is the step that to move when you are running from one integer to another. So instead of, by default the step is 1, you move one step when you are running through the range function, but we can have a step of 2, for example. So if we have a step of 2 and save that, if we run it, we find that now we are producing 2, but instead of adding one step, we are adding 2. That's why we're moving from 2, 4, 6, and 8. So that is the range function. And then we have the enumerate function, which is used to obtain positional indexes when you're running through a sequence. So when you're looping through a sequence and you want to use indexes in that loop, you can use the enumerate function. Say for example, if you wanted to print the names of the friends, so you can say for name in friends, we could easily say we will print name. But say for example also want to print the index, so we could have an index variable. That one is 0, and then we could say index is equal to index plus 1, and then we could print, we could use the format function even, so you could just say and then dot, and then we will have the name. So in this case we'll pass the index, and then we'll pass the name. So we'll be updating the index in each running of the loop. So we can save that one, and then if we run this, we find that now we are producing the index plus the name, so first 2, 3, 4. But instead of doing this manually, we could use the enumerate function to do that one for us. So we'll pass the sequence to the enumerate function. So instead we'll say enumerate, and then we'll pass our sequence to that function. And then so if you use the enumerate function, it adds another variable index which you can have in your loop. So you'll have that one as index. So in this case, when you wrap the sequence in the enumerate function, you will have, when you're looping through, the index, which will be the positional index generated by the enumerate function, and the second variable will be the variable that you're generating from your sequence. So we can save that one, and let's clear this. And if we run that one, we find that we are getting our indexes, but the enumerate function will generate the positional index starting from 0. We could easily say index plus 1 here, so we can save that one. and if we run it, we find that we are now generating the positional index starting from 1. So that is how you can use the range and enumerate built-in function. So that is for this video. We'll pick it from here. Thanks for watching.